Let's get another message from my babes. Just trying to get a message, if we may. I can't think of a question, so we're just gonna see what comes to mind. Pearl of Wisdom is bound to be released, though. Just gotta find it. Alright. What is the Pearl of Wisdom that my babes need to know right now, if we may? Get a message. Gathering around the power of community. Okay. Maybe my babes hesitate to comment or connect or open themselves, that the community might open up to you as well. I remember, it wasn't till a couple months ago that I commented. Just a couple influencers, a couple channels, and I just basically say thank you. I don't want to get into it. I love how you guys get into it, but like personally, it was so hard for me to. It's like, what's my comment gonna do? Or like, but it is worth doing. It helps with their algorithm. And I watched a guy every day for like a year, and I just finally a few months ago gave him like a $2 super thanks. And then I've done it like a few more times, and it felt and I've tried to do more since, but I don't have my card set up, and I had a situation where I don't want to get into it, but somebody had access to my. I just didn't want to attach the card to PayPal yet, and then I got a different card, and I just haven't. But if I have had the chance, I would have sent a few more supers since. Anyways, gathering around the power of community. Just a simple thank you, or just to be open to networking. It is bizarre how we resist. And I get it. I still am acclimating to the potential of the community. But oh my gosh. It's like the sacred act of giving and receiving, the ebb and flow. It's like when you give, you receive, or something about connecting. It's like, even if you don't fully connect within this connection or the community or resonate, you will surprise yourself. People surprise you, and there are so many powerful people, geniuses, very creative, very forward moving. It's like, unless you open yourself up to a community, you'll never know. And so, anyways, something about gathering around the power of community, number 26. I mean, my babes, we have formed a community here. It is, I can't get over it. And the more connections that are made, and the more we banter, and then the more connections are made. And I mean, you guys have enlightened me to some things, and I have questions for you guys. I can't think of it right now, but I know you guys have so much to share, and we get stuck. It's like we can't say it, and we don't want to resonate, or anyways. So I am learning to open myself to even like when I go to Wendy's, it's like a genuine, hi, how are you doing? Instead of just, can I get this and leave? It's like genuine connection. Some people are so the power of community is a thing. If at the very least, build your own community, build it and they will come. And they're not all going to stick around or have the best contribution, but if you don't open yourself up, you might miss out on something. I don't know. So, what's the message? Gathering around. All right. Well, let's see. Let's just get one of these. Something about mushrooms. What's the message from my babes? Just trying to get a message, if we may. What's the message? Whale spirit. Again, trust the great mystery, number 65. You know, even if you acquired all the knowledge and nobody else could, you don't need anybody else. It's like, yes, maybe for a moment you're at the top. But then, behind the scenes, there's still evolution. And other people, maybe through you, have discovered something and shot past your consciousness. And then it allows you to then expand even more through them or whatever. It's like we can never assume or cap out. We just gotta, we can't be afraid that we're gonna be tainted by a community, and like just have the boundaries or the discernment, and so you can take from others or a community what you will and leave what you will as well. Trust the great mystery. Hope that makes sense. All right, how do you affect this community that you are questioning, perhaps? Or how they are going to affect you? If we may. Dang. Okay. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture? Number 29. I can't really see the big picture without connecting to a community or the world. Somebody is inspired to network. It's so bizarre how isolated it's like we don't want to connect. It's so bizarre how we don't want to, but then once you start to, you know, just let the energies come in and let them go out. If they're not, and don't let it, you know, don't get stuck on people or things, but then you start to network, and you just can't, unless you open yourself up, the community's not going to start knocking on your door. It's like we gotta somehow connect. My straps here won't stay up. Anyways, I wouldn't be fixated on this, but here it is. Gathering around the power of community. Oh, I don't want to say it, please. Okay, I'll say it. For those of you that were here in the beginning, you know I was connected to the one that kicked me out. And he wasn't just any guy. He said things that that connected to the kid that I talk about. Like, anyways, what he said one day was, I have more people than you. As if there's this underground spiritual war, because there is, but like, I think he was like, I don't know. And now, he might, I don't know how many people, even if he's got 98% of the population and the ones, we only got 2% of us, it's like, we are infecting I don't know, but like the power of community. Could you imagine just how far we can grow this community? It's like, it's not like I'm trying, but the fact that he said that, and the fact that I have people now, it's like I already had the people, but now I'm connecting to the people. We gotta connect to enhance our power. I don't know. Like, what are we even doing? I'm trying to get people on the right path, aligned with authenticity, to outweigh their false narratives, and they're trying to control the systems and on their behalf, and it's like all we're doing is trying to just live in truth, and we're fucking it up. It's so disturbing. Anyways, I wonder how many people this actual individual has. Whatever that even means, you guys. The things that some of the people I've connected to and the things that they've said, it is wild. You know what the kid said to me too once? He's like, you always have the same face. And I was like, well, and then once I asked him, I was like, well, how old am I? And he said, 1, 2. I was like, well, then how do I always have the same face if I'm only 1 or 2? Like, maybe I just had the same face twice. Whatever that means, you guys. Hey, that's what he said. Fucking bizarre. Any Hiskey, power of community. We gotta support each other, because they're coming at us with their weirdness, and we just, I don't know, we gotta throw back the weirdness, I guess. I don't know. What is this message? See the big picture through the power of community, or the community will help you see a bigger picture. You gotta be open, and not fear that we're gonna get tainted by others, unless you allow them to, and even if you get persuaded to do something from somebody, you're like, Megan told me to open up, and then you get stuck in a pit with somebody, like, just know you have the power to get out of the pit. Now you know more or less who not to connect with. I mean, oh. What's the message? Seriously. Trust the great mystery. See the big picture. Power of community. We're trying to outnumber the ones that think they have more numbers. It's like the babes, the chosen, the seeds, star seeds, and the enlightened, the ones that live in truth as much as they can. It's like there might be way more of us than we realize. It's just we don't care to fight, and we sometimes think, I'll just wait till I'm dead to be, in heaven's peaceful atmosphere. But it's like, I can't quite think like that. We gotta use our voice, live out loud, and recognize that we want to live now the way we think we're going to live in heaven, so that you're the same now, instead of getting there and then thinking it's all going to just poof be what you want. It's like, you got to live that way now. Connect with the ones that, have We're just gonna have to start living out loud. Is the fight, is the defense, is what they fear. And guess what? They'll be fine. The only thing that's gonna happen is what they've done to themselves, not what you do. You just show them that it's not working, they're illusions or whatever. Just let them go be. They have to fucking deal with themselves. Ew. And, you know, who knows? We don't need to care. We just need to keep living the truth out loud, connecting with others who are also trying to, you know, affect this shift. And I think the biggest war has been won, because I know the biggest war within me has been won, and now it's just a matter of it being noticed inevitably, just because we're just being ourselves. And it's like, wait, there is a difference of living a certain way and in another way. And you pop that last seed of doubt out, just, and you no more doubt. You discover your truth, and then you don't have to read anything or listen to anybody or go anywhere. You just know, because you have discovered your truth. It's hard to explain. Just babbling. Any Hithki. One more for this power community, living out loud, trusting the great mystery or the big picture. And know that you affect the shift when you live out loud with your truth. What's the message for my babe just trying to gain a man? If we may. No, I don't know if I can get this one, you guys. Got it. Starfish spirit! Open to infinite possibility. Number 59. Open your mind. What is that? That Red Planet movie years ago. What is it? Like the alien in the belly, and he's like, open your mind. I know the ones who are like 35 years and older are gonna know what I'm talking about. Where he's in a simulation and he goes to Mars. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Anyways, open your mind, my babes, and just trust that we are we are so much more than we give ourselves credit, we are so much more than what the world says we are. I know firsthand. I cannot even explain some of the things I have became or seen. It's different. It's different knowing that we have a lot more power. We are led to believe, capped out by those around us. We got to expand outside of those. We got to expand outside the one community and connect to a new one. I guess. Any Hithki. We're going to leave it right there. I love you guys so much. I hope that helped. Until next time.